Hey guys, it's me, and in today's episode we get our copper production online and good to go. We put out miscellaneous fires and fix our concrete production, fine tune the stairway to heaven, and make plans to expand our island. Maybe it has to be too wide. We'll see. We'll just lay this out and see what happens, I suppose. But getting this actually built is number one on my priority list. I believe where we left off was we wanted to get this copper mine up and running because electrical parts are our main concern as of right now. So I think that is what we should go and do. As soon as I figure out some things. I think, before we do any of that, this is full. No, it's not. Struggling to find a destination it can reach. Okay. So we're going to recover that again and recover you again. And make that wider, I suppose. You can do something like that, because that's waiting for a truck, and you're waiting for a truck as well. Okay. This will be interesting, to say the least. We'll just let them do their thing. I think I want to get some more automation going over here with this. So you're making iron. You need those two. So let's do that. Alright, so what I went ahead and did was set up a coal storage right here for this, because it takes limestone and coal to make stone, or is it concrete? Yeah, concrete. I also want to go ahead and connect that up. So, and it'll have conveyor belts pumping it in constantly, as well as obviously all this water stored up. So that will be able to make concrete indefinitely. And then I just connected up these two things, the iron to there, and then to there, so it's always got stuff. So hopefully, yeah. Okay, so now that it's priority left and right, it'll alternate between sending electrical parts here and electrical parts there, instead of a truck coming and, you know, doing that. What I want to say is cannot import, so I don't want trucks to intervene with that. You don't have enough fuel? Yeah, that's a lie. What's wrong with you now? Blocked again. Let me figure something out for this. So what I'm seeing that's happening here is whenever these guys take a part out of this, it takes down this, so then they're not able to go and get to this. So they'll be able to have a flat platform here, but then they're not going to be able to get up to here. So I may have to reevaluate the upper half of this, which is unfortunate. I'm also noticing that we're running out of coal, so may have to have them in the meantime do something like this, because we need coal no matter what. But I am gonna have to reimagine the upper half of this, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, as you can see, as they're mining, the entirety of the cliff is coming down on top of them. So I'm just gonna have you stop. And I have to recover them again, which is awesome. So this is what I have come up with as a solution. I have this, so up to, I mean, obviously this is not good right here. So this needs to be remined back out, but ideally get something like that going. And then we have, from this, we have 2 blocks before this one, and then we have like 3 blocks before this row. I'm hoping that that will be enough. I'll have to adjust the limits of the mining tower here, but that's no big deal, because I can just do something like that. And yeah, so I think they'll continue to dig this out for a while, which I'm going to have them do for the time being until I decide otherwise. But we are getting pretty close to, not close to full. We're about halfway full on the max amount of coal we can have. For now, though, I need to figure out what other fires I need to put out. Alright, so this has no more mining designation, so that's something that we can fix. Come out this way. Do something like that. Nice big box. This is 50 here. What is this? 50 here? Okay. So I guess like this entire... So if I take this to... Yeah, okay, it would be. But we're not going to do that, because we are not producing any concrete, which we need to be, because we have 8, and that produces everything else that we need. So, you know, it'd be nice to have that. As for you, this is full. Great. Sign. No, that's not what I want to do. Oh, I can do that now. Sweet. Okay, so you are going to take it to here. As well as, is there another spot? Yes. This is coal, right? That needs to go the other way. I messed that up. I need export routes. So bring it to here, as well as here, because I think that goes to that and then like that. Where else do we need the coal at? I think that's it. Alright, and we'll assign a truck to that. To export. You're going to start work. It's this truck, so it's going to start hopefully working. Yeah, okay, it'll start working. So it's going to, and it doesn't say where it's going. I assume up the hill somewhere, but yeah, that'll be good. And then these will be able to dump off all the coal that they have, which is ideal. Iron is also looking a little full because we're producing more than we're using. So we need to figure out some stuff to build, I guess. Alright, so now we've built these conveyor belts here. It took me way too long to figure out, mainly because I'm dumb. Yeah. We have 0 copper, so let's see if we can trade and get some. We can. Yeah. Now we have some copper pieces. Not many, but we're gonna need them because I don't feel like, you know. I don't know. Don't feel like, whatever. I can't think of what I don't feel like doing, but I don't feel like doing it. Got it. I'm hypothesizing if I put this here, I might just be able to only put dirt here, because I want, the idea would be to make this a corner, but only have dirt, so then I can grow crops, ideally, and put a bunch of farm fields in this area. Whether this is going to work or not, because I'm pretty sure it needs to be on grass. Like, it can't just be on like a beach. Yeah, so some ground is not farmable. So this stone area is not farmable because it's not dirt. Obviously, this dumping area has got trash, stone with just some random dirt in randomly, and I believe, hypothetically, what can be dumped here? Not that, not that, and not that. So only dirt can be dumped here, so we'll put a dumping designation. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll say, we'll do something like this, something like that. Hypothetically, so that we can dump trash and whatnot in the ocean. Yep, real environmentalist here. We can dump trash and whatever in the ocean to this point, So I want to say slag, rock, and waste. So hopefully once this fills up, they'll come over here and start doing that. And then once it gets to that first level, then we can change it to only have that. Which, no, you're going to do something else. Got hopeful, but oh well. What we might be able to do is build some more trucks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, maybe not 7. We'll build 5 new trucks. Because why not? Also, we unlocked concrete walls, which is good stuff. This might be helpful over here. There's no way we have enough concrete to build all that, but you know, we'll try. We're using a lot of power right now. It's because this doesn't have any diesel, which, you know, maybe maybe it'd make more sense if, oh lord, okay, let's do this. Diesel generator. This is a crazy idea. Maybe I put the diesel generator right here, and then I put the pipes connecting to it. Oh my gosh. That's wrong. That's wrong. Hold on. Cancel that. Oh no, it was right. And then put a little connector here. Do something like that. And then here's an idea. Boom. Diesel. Okay, now we have freaking power again. That was kind of dumb, but it's fine. Let's make this one higher priority. Than everything else. And then our crisis should be averted, because now everything should have power. That was kind of silly, but it's fine. One thing that I need to be aware of is this does have a limit. And we've only used about 8,000 out of the 50,000 that's there. I don't know if there's oil anywhere else on this island. So I know we did run into that oil rig. So that is something that, no, that's stone. That is something we can be, like, you know, aware of and be cool with, I guess. One thing I am noticing is I don't want the diggers to come up here. yet. So cancel that for right now. We have a bunch of stuff queued up, which is good. What is this? I don't want that. Alright. And it does look like they are going to dump over in this area, which is good. That'll give us a lot more room for activities. Maybe build just not this. You build one of those and one of those. Oh, not that. We don't have any vehicle parts. We have 13. But nothing's building vehicle parts. Okay. Okay. How do we build vehicle parts? I was not paying attention. Maybe pause. Assembly 1. Vehicle parts. Oh man, it is electronics. Dang. Okay. We don't really need that right now. We'll set that for that. And then that should bring mechanical parts to it as well. So what I should just do, and what I might do, is build something like this. But then I don't want to cut off access to this. It's a thing. Okay, maybe not. Yeah. We'll just let this thing make vehicle parts. Trucks can import cargo, that's fine. So, this is the solution I've come up with. I'm just gonna pipe limestone straight to there. Doesn't fix my stone problem, because there's still... Why are you dumping stone into there? Oh, because this is full of stone also. Can this... So it seems like trucks are coming here, picking the stone out of here, and bringing it to this one for whatever reason. Which is not ideal. Like this one. That was just full of stone. Just dropped it off there. Which is not what I want. What I may be able to do is set up some sort of concrete situation. Because concrete can crush stone into gravel and manufactured sand, which mixed with cement makes concrete. But I still need limestone in that, so let me do some planning. Alright, so this is what I've kind of got planned out here. Obviously, not the most efficient. Okay, I never claimed that it was. but, you know, what are you gonna do? I don't claim to be an expert at these things. Why would I? I just play this game for fun. So this takes cement, manufactured sand, gravel, water, and makes concrete. Obviously. And then, you know, we'd take this, connect that to there. And then, what else? Alright, so this is kind of what I got going on. Is it a good idea? Does it make sense? Yeah, it'll get rid of our stone problem up here. Should I do it? I don't know, like, this is 25, so this is 75 parts right here. And this is 38. And this is another 38. It's a lot of construction pieces, as well as all this rubber. Well, rubber's not a problem, but it's just a lot. So, bare minimum, though. Do you want to build that? This sorter. I think the priority out should be this one. And this thing. Everything else can get built later. But, yeah. And obviously we're full on concrete now, which is amazing. I haven't been able to say that much. We've traded for a lot of concrete. But, in saying that, now maybe we burn some of that concrete that we have and splurge a little on some surfaces, you know? Okay, that's a no-go. Just because we have, well, we don't, because this is a warehouse that can have concrete in it. You know, the idea of setting up copper operations sounds nice, but it isn't. Because, where am I going to put this? I don't have a spot for copper. I could set it up down here. Okay, let me set this up. I think I've got it. So, it's not pretty, but it should work. Right. Ideally. Now, are we mining copper? We should be. I'm glad that it's just automatically going to the ocean to dump that instead of, well, that might not be, but this one, it's assigned to this. Let's see if you get any copper. It'd be nice, but I doubt it. This is good. We've got a base set up for, you know, what we're gonna be doing. which is good. I'm hopeful for that this ends up good and solves our copper issue. Because I don't want to keep trading construction parts for it. This needs to kind of get fixed, though. Waiting on rubber. Is someone going to bring that? Is that what you are? Yes. Sweet. Now, hopefully, we're gonna have to build that one too. Should be able to get some work done in that regard. Want that to be priority as well. Let's go ahead and build that and that. I don't think we have the parts for it, but we're gonna do it. So that's basic. Oh, it's all basic except for the conveyor belts, which is awesome because we have those. We are almost done with the basic tier of research. So things are gonna get more interesting, more complex, and it's gonna be interesting to say the least. I think we have this entirely set up, except for this. It's missing one piece of rubber, but the electric this is the electrolysis. The copper production plant is completely set up, except for this. That'll be nice. Golly. And we have, I believe, our first bit of copper coming in to the plant, but we don't have any coal. That's one thing I'm seeing. It's on this priority, but if we're not getting coal in, it's not gonna give it any, so we may have to reroute it, or just put a pause on the stairway to heaven. Temporarily, or put a, isn't there a way to make you coal? Products. Okay, yeah. So say go do that. Skippy. Yeah, and he's gonna go and start mining coal. Sweet. Not stopping this episode until we get our first piece of copper processed, smelted, everything. Alright, well, I missed it, but we have we have copper in here. That's all that matters. Obviously, 13. or yeah, this is where we're at 13 produced. So we are making copper now. Slowly, yes, but I'm gonna hold off on building the second half probably till early next episode is when I'll build this, as well as all this. What I'm noticing is food is going to be a problem, because this is, I mean, we're just keeping above the limit, I guess, and I don't know, I'm not exactly cool with that. I think we should strive to stay above that. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought. Gonna try some new things in the editing, like more of an intro, because I know I kind of just say, hey guys, it's me, and just jump into the recording, but I want to like lay out what we do for the day. And yeah, I guess just let me know what y'all think. I'm open again to any suggestions if you guys want to see more. This recording is going on about close to an hour and a half now, but I'm gonna try and cut it down to 20-30 minutes. Let me know what y'all think, and if that's too long for a recording and I'm chopping too much out, or what. Just let me know in the comments. But anyways, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.